Nintendo Switch 2 is kind of the surprise, to some people at least, explosion.
I have
of Nintendo Switch 2
exploded in
being
my
a new level
pants.
that we have not seen from
Oh,
any
look
other
at those
system
graphics.
before in the history of systems forever. The Nintendo Switch 2 is the fastest selling system dedicated console of all time. So,
Of all time, Nintendo. When we count your money, we count your dough, Nintendo.
new information coming out of Japan on just how popular Nintendo actually is.
3 weeks has literally been my job, and I've played this more than almost anyone in the world. So when I say I've given this a chance, I'm serious. I have given it a chance, and I just don't think that these intermissions are nearly as
No, don't
fun
say that. I love the update. I love everything Nintendo do. You was out here lying to the public Jesse does things. You ain't properly playing the Nintendo Switch. You ain't no but an fanboy, I'm telling you. You just mad because you losing all your exclusives.
Simple as the driving is not that interesting, I can't do all my shortcuts, so I'm not having fun. It's more complicated than that. Because I'm trying to win these races, right? So when you consider what is the best strategy on these tracks, most of the time it's to stay in the back, get your coins where it's safe, and usually you'd think this would be risky because the comeback is tough to make. But these intermissions have shortcuts that are so unbelievably big that it is literally just an advantage to be at the back because I'm now guaranteed to be at the...
Yo, Nintendo, you gotta fix this, man. You got the worst Mario Kart player. I'm just gonna sit in the back and don't get hit by any objects. Oh, there goes that hill again, that open field, and boom, boom, boom. I mean, at this point, if you're playing at the back, you might as well grab yourself a gold mushroom, a few mushroom, items, and then just spray away in the open field. That takes no skills, bro. Nintendo, how did you not, test this game? How did you think people was going to play by the rules? This is how online gaming is. People find exploits within your own gameplay. This had to be a severe oversight. Y'all didn't put no time in this game when y'all made it, bro. The fact that he could even get away with doing that, he went from 15th place to first in 10, 15 seconds. All because he pumped a few mushrooms, like Mario. Bro. What are you, Nintendo fanboy? No wonder y'all don't like this game no more, man. What kind of update is this? This is terrible.
Front at some point. And you can actually just win a race off of that alone.
Wow. So there's no skill involved. I mean, why would I want to play this game? It's not a competitive game. It's for children. But why are you an adult damage controlling this, man? There's got to be some form of skill factor. That's why they have items and they have the grinding mechanic with the railings. You guys can't sit there and say because it's a kid's game that it's justified to have these things happening in the game. At the end of the day, people do enjoy beating the competition with rawness and skills. It is what it is. It's a children's game. But yet, you're the adults complaining. You're the adults that went out there and picked this game up. You're the ones that are outraged over this game. It ain't children. It's adults. Or should I say man-children that are actually complaining about this update. I mean, come on, man. I mean, at this point, I'm so happy I didn't pick up a Switch 2 at launch. Because look at this. Come on, man.
But in most
How
cases,
come Player Essence ain't talking about this?
the best strategy is still to stay in the back because if there are not a lot of techniques...
Imagine playing a game and the best place to be is... I mean, you got the man working hard, grinding, hitting all the poles, and, he getting beat by a guy in last place. This is worse than your friendly neighborhood blue shell. Nintendo, you gotta fix this, man. I get it, you was trying to put these comeback mechanics in the other Mario Kart games, but this is far worse, bro. You are literally accommodating the worst player in the game and coming first place because of how bad your game is balanced. That makes no sense that you got rewarded for playing bad. What? Come on, man.
The frontrunners can do to gain a lead away from...
And I mean, what's even more crazy, you could be at front the longest and then lose at the end. You can get smoked by this dude just waiting for you in the back. You got to dodge items, you got to watch your back, you got to get the right selections of items. What? How is this even possible? I don't think I've ever seen a kart racer ever designed like this. And like I said before, the best kart racer is Diddy Kong Racing, one of the most fair, balanced kart racing games that you can play. All rawness, all real skills.
Then that means using the comeback mechanics, which is the shock and speed items, right at the end of the race is so unbelievably overpowered.
So you can just hold on. Look at this. So you're trying to tell me you can just hold on to these items, and then when you're ready to score in, you know, you just start you just start pushing out shrooms. Look at this.
It's not just that I think it's very interactive to play these tracks. It's also
you Nintendo fans can't defend this. Y'all, there's no way. Y'all can't defend this.
Best strategy requires doing a
I'm
whole
gonna
lot
pump
of
my
nothing
mushrooms.
For a long time.
There we go.
And you might be thinking, well, if you don't like playing that way, then don't play that way. And that's what I'm trying to do. I picked the 3-lap track.
But the problem with saying that is the fact that, but then you're gonna have other people online doing it to him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you got people. This is how a Mario Kart race is starting to be now. You go first. No, you go first. Like, you got people driving in the same place. No, I insist. You go first. No, I see that shell behind your cart. I'm not going first. You go first. No, I like it right here. You know, I'm just tailgating you. You know, I'm just waiting for you to make the first move. No, I insist. You go. Nothing will happen to you. You sure? I'm sure. Then you see a guy from 15th place pumping up mushrooms and he beat all y'all. What the hell? This game sucks.
So
trash.
A track where the strategy
garbage
that people tend to think is more fun, which is, you know, going forward, is actually the best strategy almost all of the time. And when you put me on these intermissions, you're asking me to choose between having fun and winning.
See, but the problem is, though, some people do enjoy winning in a, you know, like I said, a lot of games do have exploits, but you don't want to come off like it's cheesy. You want to feel rewarded when you win the game, and by having a guy sit at 15th place the rest of the game, just stocking up on mushrooms and then pumping them in the end, it's not very satisfying. Like, I get it. Comebacks happen all the time. That's perfectly understandable, but the way that it's designed in this game is crazy. Nobody should have to be at 15th place pumping a bunch of mushrooms and then getting first, as you see right here. Like, come on, man. It's a kid's game. You don't know what you're talking about. It's for fun. F is for fun. We do stuff together. U is for you and me. And it's for Nintendo, because I'm damage controlling for all this company. Nintendo laughing at you. Nintendo played all of y'all.
For me, the obvious answer is to just pick one of the 3-lap tracks where I can have fun and try to win.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Make the game a little bit more competitive. I mean, look at this. How he beat all these people. You know? Like, come on, man.
Would like to play them handheld, was curious.
Look at this.
Yeah, I played Legend of Heroes games. They run at 30. They run at 30 on Switch, Cybertoys. They run at 30 on Switch 1. So I don't know how they play. I don't know how they play on Switch 2.
Ain't that the whole point of your channel? Shouldn't you be enjoying the backwards compatibility of your platform?
Or how they play on Switch 2. But yeah, they run at 30 on Switch 1. They're kind of crusty at times. But they're not bad, though. They don't run bad. But I have played them before. Shout outs to Justin and it's all Switch 2 games cost 80 digital. The worst Switch 2 misinformation. Yeah. Probably $90 games. That was it. That was probably the worst. Was $90 games.
There's still a lot of problems with the Switch, man. The screen is made out of a low quality. I mean, the indie games can't even make games for y'all because they don't have the... Bro, see, this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. You see how fast 99% of your games are game key cards besides Mario Kart World and Cyberpunk? You know, I thought Nintendo games were into physical media. Let's talk about how bad some of the GameCube games are running through the service. What are we doing here, man? I mean, we can focus on the positivities all we want, but let's really bring this stuff up to people's attention, because if y'all saying that the best thing about the Switch 2 is by playing Switch 1 games at 60 FPS, which is no different than what's been going on with PS5 and the Xbox Series X, then I'm going to sit there and tell you that there's no point of picking up the Switch 2 right now. Not for Mario Kart World, that is. Especially after that update. You heard. You could be in 15th place and still win the game. Like, bruh. You know, nobody even asked for that open world. All Nintendo had to do was refine the gameplay. Maybe they just said, oh, okay, let's make it bigger. You know, but it looks way more lazy when they did it. You know, and you got people like Player Essence ain't bringing this up to people's attention. Of course not, because look at him. He's a Nintendo fanboy. I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to start calling him Orange Juice.
Not even all games are $80. It was $90 games. That was the worst misinformation probably so far. I got an email from Nintendo yesterday saying I should have my Switch 2 next week. Okay, cool, sounds good. At this point, I mean, money, sure. You know, obviously money's money, and you know, sometimes it's hard to make it at times. But I think once you become an adult, it's like, okay, if you're not frivolous and if you're careful on where you spend things, you'll have the money to spend for video games, right? Like me, I don't buy luxury. I don't have a luxury car. I don't.
What are you talking about? You don't buy luxury. You buy video games. That is a luxury.
Buy luxury clothing. I don't buy luxury jewelry.
Oh, luxury jewelry. Okay.
I don't like buying clothes.
You don't like buying clothes? So you try to tell me this man gonna be outside like Tarzan? Hey, it's me, Player Essence. I don't like buying clothes. Oh no, I don't think you should say stuff like that on the Nintendo channel.
I just take care of my family. I just take care of my kids. I take care of my wife. I put a roof over their head. I give them food. I give my wife stuff so she can do. But for me, I don't really do anything. So I do have.
Besides, you know what? Hold on, let's move on past this.
Upscaled to 4K. But now we have some more details on that.
Those games ain't even running at 4K, and Nintendo barely even got a 120 FPS game. They lied to you. 4K 120. We ain't seen it yet. Bunch of false promises. The motion on the screen ain't there yet. You got a voice option on your Switch 2 that you got to pay for. Bro, there is so many bad things you could say about the Switch 2, and you guys just prefer not to say anything about it. Nothing. Not even your glorious Mario Kart world can get any sort of criticism from y'all, because y'all just eating it up. And then when gaming gets worse, don't be going back crying, I can't take it no more. It's really getting worse. Look, I caved and bought first game keycard Street Fighter 6. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what his chat is saying. You Nintendo fanboys are hypocrites. Y'all said that y'all don't support this, and then look, y'all caving just like the ponies did. Well, I guess physical media is done, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, man, these Nintendo fans, man, they don't care, man. They accept anything with mediocrity.